Hello everyone, this is Divyashri from CSC department. Today I am here to explain you about the project based on LLMs, which stands for Large Language Models. We are using that LLMs to implement a project based on Indian Premium Loop. Here we go with the problem statement of our project. This is the problem statement that summaries the LLMs can be used to generate the match summaries, player performance, and also virtual commentators, narrators, and chatbot generation based on LLMs for our project. Here we go with the features of the project which we have involved. These are some of the features that are real-time match summaries, player performance reports, and the content generation. We involve the chatbots in our project and also the news which is related with the content of top stories. These are the technologies which we have used. They are MERN and LLM. As we know, MERN stands for MongoDB, Express, React, and Node, and LLM stands for Large Language Models. Now we need to know what is a RAG. Why? Because we have implemented our project based on the RAG. RAG stands for Retrieval-Augmented Generation. It is a technique used in large language processing to enhance the performance of language models. These are the components which we have divided into three, that is retrieval, augmentation, and generation. In this way, RAG can be implemented. And here are some of the steps in which the implementation of RAG is done for our project. First, we need to set up the environment. That is, we have to install all the necessary libraries, and then we have to prepare the data. That is, we have to embed, and next we have to create an index for fast retrieval. Next, we have to integrate retrieval and generated model, and we have to create an API with fast API. We have to use ngrok to make our API accessible. Next to the front-end integration, that is at the moment we have to connect the React to the API. Next, here is the architecture diagram of our project. As per now, we have known that we have done our project with React.js, and it gives the API calls to the backend and the middleware. For the middleware, we have used express.js. It gives the API call to the backend, which is fast API. As per we know, database layer is MongoDB. For the data exchange, we have used RAG with Microsoft Pi 3 Mini 128K instruct. This is the name of our model which we have used. And then it can generate the match summary, player reports, chatbot generations. Via fast API and React.js, they can be connected to the front-end part components. Next, we have done the web scraping to generate the news generation based on the beautiful soup, and we have done with the PPT. Now we have to go through the project. Let's go with the project. Yeah, here is the content related to the project. Okay. First I will show you, like, here is the backend part. It is a front-end part. Okay. In the backend part, it contains the components such as models, node modules, routes, and all the things. Next, in the front-end part, it contains the public src and also app.css and app.css and app.js. Now we will run this and let you know how it works. We can split our terminal so that we can run both the backend and the frontend at a time. Here we will run our backend code first. cd space backend and nodemon./index.js. For the front-end part, we are using the cd ip coverage component npm start. It may take some while to start. Let's wait. Yes. This is an application. It is the home page. In the footer we have added some content and the contact us also, that is stay with us by the Instagram and the YouTube. Okay, next coming through the match summary. Here we have to enter the query or the question which we have needed for the match summary. After entering it, it takes the input and generates the summary in this area, summary block. Now, for example, we can enter like generate match summary of DC versus KKR in 2012 it is. We can enter any of the years. 2000, we enter like 9. Okay. Submit it. It may take some time because it should fetch the data from the backend and give it to us. So it will take some time. Let's wait. Yeah, now see. It gives all the data or all the match summary to related on our query. On 2009-5 at Buffalo Park, the match between the DC and the CSK took place. The toss was won, and all the stuff it is giving. So next we go with the player reports. In the player reports, we will enter the name of the player so that it can generate based on the player name. Let's enter like any Rohit Sharma. It is giving some suggestions. Select the player name and let's wait. Here in player reports we have added some extra feature like based on the player name the image of the player can be generated, and also with the summary or the player report. Look, it is giving like Rohit Sharma is an Indian cricketer who debuted in the Indian Premium League in 2008. All the summary it is giving, and here is the image which we have added regarding the player. We can enter any of the player names and it gives based on that. We have all the players related to it, so we can select from the input. Next, coming through the news, and this is done with the web scraping. The data is scraped here, like all the top stories or the contents were here. Now let's see on the read more. Look, it is giving all the summary and all the data based on that. This is done by using the beautiful soup. Next, coming to the chatbot. Now I will ask some question like, tell me about RCB team. Okay. It takes some time to generate. Look, while generating this data, here is the implementation in the collab of the RAG, and look, here it is showing like query OK. Okay, when it shows query OK, the output of the data will be displayed here. The RCBs and Indian Premier League, all the stuff regarding the question is displayed here. Now here is a basic contact us page regarding our project. Thank you for contacting us. Now let's see how RAG got implemented or how it is connected with this backend code for us. These are the datasets which we have used, that are player info, IPL teams and the match summaries. At first we have installed all the libraries. As I said in the PPT, we have to install all the libraries which are used here using LangChain community and the torch, all that got installed. And next, here we have used fast API for the generation of the data in the front-end connection part. We have to install it. All the modules got installed, all the libraries got installed. Here we have read the data from the data sets. Divided into tokens, and this is the embedded model name here. The training of the model is done. Here, when we ask such as a query, give the match summary between binaries and args and royals, it will be given here. In this way, based on the query, it is giving. Here is the API or the key which we have used from the ng-raw. We have pasted here, and we can use this for the generation. Now, when we run this final cell, then it creates you a API. Here we have to copy this API and we have to paste it in our front-end code. Like I will show you. For suppose for match.js, look, here that API got connected by means of /query. So in this way, we have connected our front-end part with the back-end code, and the model got trained there. Now it is showing the output or the data in the front-end part. Okay, thank you.